Okay, first ever vlog, and this is hopefully going to be the start of our birthing vlog, which is wild. So I'm currently 41 and 1 days pregnant, and yeah, little girl, she's been super happy in there, super happy. We originally had a appointment to be induced yesterday because apparently you just have to have them booked in, because otherwise it's so busy and you don't get one, which is wild. But anyway, we had one booked in, not thinking we'd probably get to that point, but alas we did. So we were unsure as it kind of got closer to it whether we wanted to do that or not. Like, there was something in my gut that was just saying, unless there is an issue, unless there is like a real reason for us to go through the induction process, I just wasn't sure it was the right time, basically. So you don't get an appointment, they basically just ring you at some point in the day, and you're sent to go in. So they actually rang me at 1 in the morning, which I didn't expect them to do. So obviously my phone was on silent and I missed it, which was great. So I rang them back in the morning. They were really lovely about it, and they said, okay, right, so are you okay to come in for your induction today? And I just kind of talked them through how I was feeling. I said, look, I'm really happy with her movements. I'm really happy with how I'm feeling. Like, I feel quite normal, well, as normal as you can be when you're this massive. And they said, okay, well, what we would suggest maybe is coming in for a wellness check. And I'd never really heard of this before, but it sounded like a really good option. Basically, they said, just come in whenever you're ready. So we went straight in and we got my blood pressure taken. They put us on in, is it called an ECG? I think it's called an ECG. Like the straps, so they can monitor basically like her movements, her heart rate. So did that for about 20 minutes. They tested my urine, they did a ultrasound, they did a vaginal examination, basically like the whole shebang, so that we could basically make an informed decision from there as to whether we then felt it was, you know, required to go through and be induced, or to wait and sit on it. And you know, everything came back absolutely fine. Like, she's really happy in there, she's still moving, her heart rate was great. Like, there was, in my like opinion, there was no reason to try and force her out just yet, because my body obviously wasn't ready for it yet. And actually I think what I'm learning about the induction process is that obviously, if you know, you're trying to force your body obviously into labour, and of course that's absolutely necessary sometimes, but because there wasn't any real clear signs that I needed to do that, we just decided, actually, do you know what, we're going to just leave it be for a minute. The midwife said I was 1 centimetre dilated at that point. She said that she would be able to do a stretch and sweep, which I decided to do. So that was interesting. Yeah, an experience. But do you know what? I think it got things moving and grooving, because I actually lost my mucus plug last night. So who knows? Might not actually mean anything, because I know that can actually refill. You know, that can actually still mean that you're not going to go into labour for like days, weeks. Who bloody knows? But it's something. So I had that. Came home. The only kind of real thing that I've noticed differently in the last couple of days is that I've started to get like a really achy lower back. And everyone that I've spoken to has said, oh, the first sign that they kind of got was like period pains. But I've never really had period pains. Don't hate me. But what I do get around my cycle is really sore, achy lower back. That's what I would usually get. So I was like, could this be a sign? I don't know. And I was getting that bit through the night last night as well. And I didn't actually realise that I was getting them. Because people kept asking me, like, have you had any Braxton Hicks? I was like, no, I don't think so. I think because I'd had in my head that they were going to be quite uncomfortable maybe. So I just didn't really think I'd been having any. And then I had a pregnancy massage, and she was like, oh no, like you're definitely having them, like I can literally see them. And I just thought it was the baby like moving up and like being in a weird position, but no, apparently that's what Braxton Hicks are. And it can feel really different in everyone. Like, for some people it feels like a bit of a stitch, for some people it feels like actual like tightening, like lower, but for me it's actually like a lot higher up, which is weird. But anyway, apparently that's that. So I have been getting them, which is good. That's reassuring, because I was like, why is my body not doing anything? So things are happening, which is great. So we're basically just sitting tight for the moment. We've got another appointment to go for another wellness check on Saturday to see if there's any progressions, but we're hoping that, fingers crossed. It's Thursday today. I should have said that at the start. It's Thursday the 23rd of January today, and hopefully she's going to be here by Saturday. Who knows? Who knows? I'm just trusting that the right thing is going to happen. She's going to come at the perfect time. That's all you can do at this stage. But we're riding the wave. Anyway, that was a very long intro. And hopefully the next video that I do, there'll be some more information to tell you. Bye! Okay, we're back again. I've just been trying to keep myself super busy, but I felt like it was important to like film this bit because I'm very, very good at showing the parts of my life that are absolutely stunning, and I'm super positive, but actually like I'm actually just finding it really hard today, to be honest. I'm feeling so much pressure from people ringing and checking in and asking if there's any movements or any updates, or is she here yet, and it's so lovely because I know that everyone's doing it because they really care and they're excited too, but it's just like bringing on this overwhelming feeling that my body is just not working quick enough. And I think that as it gets close to like the 42-week mark, and I know that if things don't start progressing naturally soon, then I will have to probably be induced, and I feel really scared about it. And I don't like being that person that cries on camera because it's not really me, but it's just a lot right now. And I'm really, really excited to meet her. Oh my gosh, put it together, girl. But it's just this like feeling of disappointment a little bit at the same time, which sounds so selfish because I'm in such a lucky position to like know that she is going to be here so soon. But I think it's probably just like a lot of hormones going on right now, to be honest. My body just can't cope with it. But I think it's hard because we live up near London and a lot of our family live in Devon, and it's Friday today, and I think a lot of them were hoping to come up this weekend, and we were all thinking, oh yeah, she'll be here by then, and she isn't, and there's not really been any kind of massive progression, and it's I don't know, I just feel like I'm disappointing people, which I know isn't true, but yeah, just my brain running a bit wild at the moment. Another thing that like I think I'm really finding quite hard is that I know that like it's generally a lot more people will go into labour, or like their waters will break, or contractions will start picking up through the night, and it's like every night at the minute, like probably it's felt like this for the last 2 weeks really. It's like maybe tonight's the night, and we've got a little like clock in our bathroom, and like I wear an eye mask and I'll like shuffle my way there trying to keep myself half asleep so that I can like get back to sleep a little bit easier, and I'll sit on the toilet and I'll just like peel like one eye off my eye mask to check the time, and it'll be like 12 o'clock and I'll be like, okay, right, there's still time, and then I'll go back in again, it's 2 o'clock and I'm like, okay, right, still time, and then every time I go back in for a wee across the night and it's like getting closer and closer to the morning, it's like that feeling of, oh, like not tonight, it's not tonight, and it's really challenging to just keep staying positive, and I don't know why, because it's such a special, exciting time, and I'm so grateful for this time as well with Ben, but at the same time it's just an absolute mind game. It really is. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it there because that's a lot of tears for a Friday, and we don't need that. Anyway, maybe next time I come on here there'll be more to tell. Who knows? Oh, actually, I will
just say one more thing. Oh, I'm actually like dribbling with snot because I'm a hot mess at the moment. Maybe I will stop it and get a tissue. Let's do that. Okay, that's better. So we have actually got an appointment to go back into the hospital tomorrow for another wellness check, which is what we did on Wednesday, which was really, really helpful. And I was in an RA with Ben this morning. I was like, because they'd also given us the option to go back in again today for another sweep, and we said no. We said like, let's just give it like another day. And I woke up this morning, I was like, oh, maybe I should just go and do that, like, and just try and get things moving a little bit more. But Ben, he's very good at just kind of like grounding me and aligning with me and just being a little bit more objective. He was like, look, come on, like, let's just give it one more day. We're not in a rush. Like, he's very reassuring. It's very helpful when I'm a hot mess. So we're going to go back in tomorrow for a wellness check, and I will be 41 plus 3 days then, and I think that that's probably when we need to make the decision as to whether we want to go through any kind of induction process, I guess. What that looks like, not too sure. Such a hard call. It's such a hard call. But anyway, we're just gonna have to ride the wave for a minute. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. Bye bye. Good morning. Ben's on coffee duty. It is just gone 7:30 on the 24th of January, and we are gonna get up and go for a little walk. I was really, really hoping that something might happen in the night last night. Nothing crazy. This morning, like, I don't know if I'm like overthinking everything, but I don't know if there is like a small tear, and waters are starting to come through or not. So I'm gonna try not let it completely consume my thoughts right now. So we're gonna go for a little walk, get moving. I'm gonna go and buy some pads because I haven't got any. And then we're gonna see, basically. But that's it. That's all the updates thus far. Not very exciting. But hopefully there'll be more to report back on later. Good morning. It is Saturday, the 25th of January. We were really, really, really hoping that something would happen in the night last night. But alas, it did not. Excuse me, I got a right frog in my throat. So we had an appointment provisionally booked in for today that we booked in on Wednesday when we went in for our potential induction, but ended up being a wellness check. But we booked in another one for today, just in case. So I'm gonna give them a ring now and see what they say, see when we should go in. We're just going to go to this appointment with open mind, best we can. Just kind of gather all the information, just check in on everything, see what they think as well, and then we'll make a decision as to whether we should wait it out for a little bit longer or whether moving, you know, into some sort of induction process is the best thing. Ben, do you want to come in for the call? I'm ringing them, see if they pick up. Yeah, I'm just ringing them.
Fanny speaking.
Oh, good morning. Is this the induction of labour unit?
Yes, yes.
Hi, I came in on Wednesday to have a potential induction, but ended up having a wellness check. I saw Sue, the midwife, I believe.
Yeah.
And she said to come in again on Saturday for exactly the same, basically potentially an induction but another wellness check, so that we can then make the call from there. So I just wondered what time we should come in.
What's your name?
It's Victoria Thorne.
Victoria, yeah. So we've just handed over, and I'm just sorting out kind of my workload for the day at the minute, so I haven't actually kind of thought about when that one might be suitable. Probably later on this afternoon, I would imagine.
Okay.
So are you free all day at any time?
Yeah, I mean, earlier would be better, obviously, but obviously I appreciate, you know, whatever.
Yeah, so
whatever's
things
best.
happening on the ward at the minute that I need to address first of all. So
Yeah.
I have to really have a think about kind of when one's going to be suitable for them. So when I've had a think and kind of my plan, my morning, I'll give you a ring again, Victoria, just to let you know what time you can come in at, okay?
All right. Okay.
And if I'm not able to get you here, I can see whether there's anywhere else kind of the assessment or rushy to see whether anybody else is free to kind of get you in first if I'm not able to get you in earlier. So I will have a look at that, okay?
All right. Thank you so much. That's
Okay,
great.
I'll be back to you as soon as I can.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so update. Just had a call from lovely Eileen, the midwife. Sounded lovely. And she said for us to go in as soon as we can. Ben was literally just putting his trainers on to go and do his run. So I actually just said, look, go do your run. I'll get everything packed up because it's not like we would be literally straight out the door. Like, we're not that organised. So I'll get everything sorted. And then I just think for his headspace as well, actually it's better if he goes and does that as well, because for all we know, we literally could be in there for, don't know, 24 hours, 48, who knows, who bloody knows. So I'm gonna get everything packed up. I must remember my cushion, must remember that. Toothbrushes, toothpaste, need to pack those. We're just gonna pack everything as if when we come back we'll have a baby. Ah! That's so wild. But we also might not. Open mind. I've just also got off the phone with my mum, keeping her in the loop. She's been super supportive. And I think I've been so caught up in my head, like going today and thinking, oh, there's going to be like no progress from Wednesday. I was 1 centimetre dilated when we went on Wednesday. Had the sweep, obviously. Lost my mucus plug. And I think in my head I was like, oh, it was probably going to be like no change. And my mum was like you know, for all you know, you could be like 4 or 5 centimetres. I was like, oh, I don't know. But I think I'm so like, I don't know, I'm just trying to protect my headspace, like that I could be coming home for another night or two, and then I don't know. Anyway, that's the update for now. I'm going to pack up my life and we're going to head into hospital. We are on the way to the hospital. Do you think we will be returning with a baby?
Who knows?
Who knows? But we've got, which song was it that we like?
Wow.
The one before. This one. I think this is going to be her song. Do you reckon?
Dreams. What are you doing?
Dinner. Scrapbook. Pregnancy scrapbook.
Being creative.
Trying. Contractions can like be more in your back, and that's what it feels like. Contraction in your back, often referred to as back labour. Intense, constant pain in your lower back that worsens during contractions, and may not fully subside between them, similar to severe backache that can sometimes feel like pressing hard on your lower spine. Interesting.
What's the verdict?
It could be.
What could be what?
It could be contractions. I'll start counting them and just set a little timer. We'll have a little. Oh. Oh dear. Something's happening!
Oh, she's smiling.
It's good. It's what we want.
What's happening?
I think we might be going into labour.
There you go.
I think so. I don't know.
Oh, nug nug.
I don't want to overthink it, but it could be. Is it your day? Is it your birthday?
What's going on?
we are, I don't know if it's classed as early labour or active labour yet, not sure. But spoke to Sarah, bestie, who's a midwife, and she said sit tight for maybe another hour and then might ring and see what the hospital say. But things are happening. Thank goodness I got my sexy outfit on. Just say they're coming like every 4 minutes.
You are currently number 1 in the queue. Hello, maternity triage, how can I help?
Hi there. My wife has started to have a contraction. She's here with me now. They're 1 every 4 minutes.
Thank you.
Just wanted to know what the best port of call is, please.
Hi, sorry, I can talk now. I was just having one.
That's okay. Have you got your NHS number there?
Yeah, sure. It's
So, I think at the moment, it sounds like everything is obviously starting to happen, and it's all going in the right direction. I think it sounds like probably still got time for you to be able to stay at home.
yeah.
We just need them to sort of get a little bit closer together, so around about 3 and 10,
Yeah.
lasting about a minute long as well.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good.
So, are you happy with that? Are you happy to stay at home for the time
Yeah,
being?
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Whatever you advise, really.
Are we clear?
You're not the master.
Right now, that is exactly what I am, and you better remember it, Kappa!
Exactly what we want.
Hold it, hold it, hold it a bit more.
Go on, Tor. Go on.
That's it. Keep going, keep going.
So good.
Keep going, keep going.
Snatch that breath. Quick, go on. That's the one, that's the one. Keep it there, keep it there,
Keep
keep
it
it there. A
there.
bit longer. A bit more, a bit more, a bit more.
Well done.